Let's head out to the hotline and bring on a very good friend of the program, Hall of Famer Steve Atwater. What's up, Steve? How are you?
What up, what up, what up? What's going on, gents?
Not much, man. Just dealing with the plethora of big breaking news that has happened in Broncos country over the last couple of days. Are you pretty excited about getting to walk across the stage? I don't know. How are they going to do that this year? Peyton Manning's a finalist. He's going to obviously get in. Hopefully John Lynch as well. I mean, do you have any inclination on how they might handle last year's class plus this year's class?
Yeah, I mean, as it stands right now, the plan is to have both of them in the same weekend. One class inducted on Saturday, and the 2020 class on Saturday, and then the 2021 class on Sunday. Now, obviously, you know, everything's dependent on how the country is able to bounce back from the COVID and all that good stuff. But if everything goes as planned, then yeah, we're supposed to be back to back like that, and it's going to be a great weekend.
Steve, I have one important question to ask you, and that is, how did your interview for general manager of the Denver Broncos go?
You know what? It went pretty good. It lasted about 15 minutes. And John said, "Man, get your butt out of here." No, man. I did an interview for that. I text John and just told him congrats. You know, he was something he was, looking forward to doing, being able to spend more time with his grandkids, and he's had a great run, man. He did a really great job for the organization, and he'll still be there. So, my hat's off to him. Making the decision to have some more happiness. I know he had a lot of happiness with the football team, but it'll give him a different type of happiness, being able to spend a little bit more time with the family.
I mean, he really did have a great run. I mean, right now, in the 10 years, he has the his fourth most active winning percentage of any current GM. So, I mean, yes, he had a good run despite what the recent struggles have been. I mean, I think you overall had to know one day this was going to come. So it's interesting seeing some of the reaction, because there are some people that thought that maybe this would be some sort of clean break. But I guess the way I always framed this in my head was John Elway is Mr. Bronco. And, he's been such an impactful part of the Broncos organization for so long. You wouldn't want that guy's help in sort of selecting his successor. I think this makes a lot of sense, actually.
Oh, yeah, so do I. John has a pulse on everything going on Broncos-wise and around the league. And, he's got a lot of great contacts, great friends, great insight. So, anybody coming in would be, I think, a little bit crazy not to lean on John.
But do you think that, and I think this comes up a lot, and you probably don't necessarily know the answer to this, but I think that people wonder how that balance is going to be and how tough it is for, as a competitive guy as John is, how's he going to feel about sort of letting go a little bit and letting this new GM kind of fill things out? To me, the whole thing, and I just want your perspective in general here, the whole thing for me is it's going to be a feeling out process. I don't know if the Broncos 100% know what this is going to look like until they actually hire the guy.
Yeah, but, the reason why they're hiring someone is because they want someone else to take over those responsibilities. And, I definitely don't think that John is the type of person that would, try to micromanage or, do power moves over someone that he hired. So, anybody that knows John, man, knows him closely, man, knows he's a great guy. He's going to be, great at, kind of being that person that, kind of oversees everything. And he'll be a great sounding board for whoever comes in as the next general manager. But, yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem at all with, any power struggles or anything like that.
Turning our attention to the team itself and the play on the field, the season is wrapped. Obviously, a bit of a disappointment overall, but I think there's cautious optimism, or room for cautious optimism heading into next season if his team can stay healthy. You go back and you look at defensive line pretty well. The depth guys, we lost the whole defensive line. Depth guys played pretty well. The linebackers played pretty well in the absence of Chubb and Von Miller all season. And then the corners, you go back and look at this. We were down to Parnell Motley, Devontae Bosby, and Ojemudia by the end of the year. And it was all, I thought it was pretty decent for what they had. Are you seeing maybe, a championship caliber defense if everybody's healthy?
Oh, I definitely think so. With everyone healthy, everybody, being in the system for a third year, I think that it's going to be really, really good, defensively and offensively. Obviously the biggest thing on the offensive side of the ball is going to be, is Drew Lock going to be that person, or, will the team, try to bring in a veteran or try to draft someone else? That's kind of up in the air right now, I think. And we'll have to wait and see what they do. But, yeah, as far as the other positions, though, I think that, we're in really good shape. Some guys got some really good experience this year. A lot of the young guys got great experience. Lloyd Cushenberry being able to come in and play a lot. Of course, Dalton Reisner, having the full season in. And we'll have Jawan James back next year. I'm looking forward to it. Garrett Bowles, he's locked in. We don't have to worry about who's going to be the left tackle now. I'm really excited about the future of this football team. And again, having the coaches in place another year, that's just going to pay dividends. And I know we're all hoping that we can have a preseason to where we can continue to fine tune the things that we developed this year and that we're improving on.
What was your overall assessment of Drew Lock's play this season?
I thought it was okay. I really, I still think he has a lot of potential. I would have liked to see a little bit more progress. He'd have a, pretty good game, then he'd, have a bad game, have pretty good game, bad game, really good game, bad game. So I just like to see the consistency be there a little bit more. But again, I'm a firm believer that with time and with reps, I don't know many people that don't get better with more reps. So again, we hopefully have the same offensive system back in the way that it's looking right now. That's where it's going to be. And I think that's going to help everyone on the offensive side of the ball to be better, being in that same system, hearing the same calls from the same coaches, who they got that, relationship that's developed over this last year with the offensive coordinator there. I think it's all positive, man. And, I'm hoping that whoever comes in at the GM sees it the exact same way.